Okie dokie, we're back in Turnbound and we're going to be jumping in with Sun Wukong to see what we can do today. Hell yeah. Also, new intro. Kind of crazy looking. Anyway, we're also going to start off with some extra weapons, which is actually really, really nice. I say extra weapons, extra items, I mean. We're going to be starting off by grabbing a Haunted Harpoon, which will give adjacent accessories with the highest health taunt. We're going to upgrade it immediately, which is going to bring us down to 1 coin since it costs some extra coins, but we did get one of the best items we could have gotten for this, because this is going to give us more HP, but it does have the battle start effect and also the stride effect. So when this gets destroyed, it's going to give taunt to this, which will give us our extra health on our Sun Wukong. So I want to grab 2 more peaches. Definitely gonna grab our peaches, but we are taking on this Alice. I almost forgot her name for a second. Kind of crazy actually, but it's not looking too bad for us so far. Now we do need to hit our Alice, but hell yeah, that's round 1 win. Awesome. Now that's going to be fully upgraded peach, which I definitely want to be taking. It also gives us some taunt, which I'm not going to complain about. Let's go ahead and grab it. This too, we're going to have to wait around to grab you also. Now, do we want a golden hoop rod? It's going to be another weapon. I might take out, but let's get going once again. So we're going to have all the HP in the world. We're just not going to have any damage. That's going to be a bit of a problem that we do need to solve eventually. But we're going to have so much defenses right now, it's going to be kind of nice. Now there is some spillover damage when we do lose that amulet. Make this one upgraded. Now they did get invincibility on one of our weapons, keeping it around for a little bit longer. It has 7 damage. We do need to take that weapon out immediately because another round and we're going to lose this. Although it might be able to hit that peach, hell yeah. We do hit our Alice, yeah, we definitely lose. There's just not going to be close whatsoever. This damage on that weapon was too insane. It was definitely too insane. We should be upgrading our Sun Wukong. We're going to end up having a little bit more damage, more HP, and we'll be taking it. And we're going to be showcasing Scroll Scholar today. Because last time we took out a tinner, I want to grab this and actually see what it properly does. Now it costs us 1, but I want to upgrade our peach. Let's take it. I would like to keep a Mirage Projector, so I'm hoping that we can sell this, which is a weapon, but I'm going to sell it. And we're going to upgrade this immediately. And we got a lot of HP. We also got our second weapon too. I would really like to keep a Mirage Projector. I like this quite a bit. We're going to sell it because I do want to grab a Scroll Scholar. Now this is going to be an item that is an accessory, gives 1 charge for every tile destroyed by adjacent tile. And once fully charged, it grants 25% damage and fully charges all adjacent attack tiles. Okay, so that's going to be incredible because then we want it in between both our weapons and our Sun Wukong. We also need our extra weapon in beside it too. So maybe we actually want to do something like this. I know we lose a lot of HP on our Sun Wukong. We have an increased chance to smash some items. Now, the thing as well is this gun actually going to take out some items? Our Scavenger's Musket. Because if not, we might not even need it beside our Scroll of Wisdom. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put the HP in here for now as well. Let's place you in too. And I think I'm happy enough rocking with this. You're going to be happy enough rocking with this. This gun is probably not going to take out any items. Realistically, it just doesn't have the damage. Unless it hits our harpoon right now. But we'll see. Our Sun Wukong does get hit in the face. We do take out 1 item. That's going to be 1 charge. And it doesn't even have enough damage to take out that little peach. But hey, we should be able to get our second item. It's going to be destroyed. And now it's whether we destroy Sun Wukong or our Golden Hoop Rod. And that took out both our weapons. That's a big old yikes. We got to survive 2 more hits. Yeah, we should definitely have this one in the bag because we're going to get our increased damage going from 4 damage to 5 damage. Well, it's only 25%. Which makes a lot of sense. It's only going to be that 1 damage increase, but once we get more damage, it's going to be a lot better. But hey, we do get to choose our trinkets right now. Give your tactiles +2 power. I'm probably going to lock that one in. Get 8 random grid cells. That's just going to be 8 coins, so that's kind of nice actually. Give your tactiles reflect. That's also pretty darn sweet. I think I might take the reflect. I know it's only 1, but it's just a little bit of chippy damage. That's exactly what I'm going to want. And we also got Rape-Bound Talisman. When confusion is applied to any tile, give adjacent attack tiles +3 power and +2 health. Honestly, I'm not going to be taking that. What I'm going to be taking is an upgrade to our Sentinel's Amulet, which will give us this energy drink. What I want to do is, I want to buy this, but I'm going to sell our gun, and I'm going to buy this slot. And I want to have this in because we can charge this up with an energy drink, giving it more HP and with a Mortality Peach. It's going to be a little bit better for us. So I'm going to buy the slot for now, and I will be placing it in. And I think we're just going to rock on with this. I think this has the potential to be our best outcome because we can charge this up fully if it does get hit. And we do take out their amulet, which will hit a different item and didn't hit their weapon, which is not ideal. We do lose our taunts. We hit their shields, which will put our Sun Wukong to sleep. We do take it out though. Building up some charge. Nice, we got some damage on Alice. And a little bit of chippy damage with Reflect is going to be really, really awesome too. There goes our weapon, but it's going to give our Peach that taunt. And hell yeah, we do take out one of their weapons. And once this Peach is going to be taken out, it does give us more HP, which is going to be nice. And there we go, we got our charge. Now it's only going to apply in Sun Wukong, but it does have 7 damage right now. Actually going to matter. Because if Alice hits our weapon again, we're going to win, but it actually didn't matter. What am I talking about? Hell yeah. Now we can fully upgrade our Haunted Harpoon. We can also take this and give adjacent accessories taunt. So we can literally just give our Mortality Peach taunt from the get-go. We can also take the Eldritch Idol. So when a tile on your board is destroyed, give adjacent attack tile plus 3 power. This could actually be interesting. I'm going to take this. I'm also going to take you too. And what I want to do is buy the slot, place you in, place you down below. Now we got some skilling damage. Now, do we want to upgrade our Haunted Harpoon again? We might actually want to. We could also upgrade our scroll, since we have 2 coins left over. I'm just going to buy it, but we don't have enough coins to upgrade it. So we are going to have to wait around. But that's going to give us 50% more damage. Which literally could be insane. Especially now that we're going to have some skilling damage with the Eldritch Idol. Since we're going to have a lot of items that are going to be destroyed. Potentially. We do hit their shields, we do take out one of their tiles, they get a bunch of damage though from pure gas vials. And they've scaled up an insane amount of damage. Now this Alice is literally going to one-shot every single thing. Doing some spillover damage, but now our Sun Wukong has crazy damage too. However, she got her shields. And we better pray that she does not hit Sun Wukong. Which she immediately does. And we lose her win streak off that. Holy moly. That was extremely, extremely unlucky. But hey, we got a trinket. And when one of your tag tiles attacks, give it +1 power. When one of your tiles, or any of your tiles are destroyed, give adjacent attack tiles +5 HP. Your core weapons gain +7 damage. Our shop start gives you 2 coins. And we can actually take this and use these beside our items so this can be destroyed given a ton of HP. Which is kind of nice. Or we can just get some skilling damage along with our Scroll of Wisdom. I'll take him down for that. We also got a new weapon too. First of all, let's upgrade this. Let's upgrade this, get an item. It's the Explosive Pinata, which we're going to be selling. Let's upgrade our Haunted Harpoon all the way up. So we can do that a little bit more damage. Hell yeah. We got ourselves a little gun, which we're going to be selling. And we could actually take this Retributor's Needle. Because it will apply poison, but it's a 1 slot that we can place beside our Scroll of Wisdom. I'm kind of down for it. What we could do is slightly place this up. Move you back a bit. Have you in this slot. And we're going to have to buy another slot. We're spending a lot of coins to fit this all in. But it's just a little bit more damage with the Ring of Power also. Hell yeah, let's get going again. So let's see if we're going to be able to survive this one. This Sun Wukong is going to have a lot of revives with the Phoenix builds. They're going for Double Ganger, which is going to be a lot of fun because they're going to get some crazy third augment maybe. But we do take out one of our items straight away, so we're building up our spell scroll. And we're scaling up our damage with our Eldritch Idol. Sun Wukong doesn't get the one shot off, but it does take out that Shiv, which will come back to life. And yeah, that's a lot of damage. Now there goes our weapon, but it will give taunt to our Peach, which is going to be really, really nice, giving more HP to our Sun Wukong and damage. But we do have to win it out right now. That's all. Look how much damage our Sun Wukong has. 40 damage. Yeah, we definitely got this. Now, this Sun Wukong is going to revive though. Although, actually, their Cinnabar Bills comes back to life. We do one-shot him, but he's going to come back again. But we should be able to get that hit off. Is this it? Or does he revive again? That's it. Not too bad. Much, much better. Now we got an option. First of all, let's upgrade our Sun Wukong. And we can either go for Dragon, which when he's going to destroy 3 tiles, he's going to transform into a dragon, dealing 1 damage to all tiles. The dragon deals 10 damage to his target and 5 damage to all. I like it. How do we not take the Stolen Thunder? Right on a cloud, some result, remove 1 charge from every opponent's charge item, but give +1 charge. And this is going to be a charge. We got to take this. You also really want to grab this Deathbloom Cannon. We could also grab this consumable. It means I'm not going to be taking a Retributor's Needle. We can also take this to remove taunt from an item. Since it does only cost 4, I kind of want to grab it. But I do also want to add in our snack attack. This item is going to be nuts because it will give our Sun Wukong, when he takes damage, chain attack, which is exactly what we need. Definitely going to be exactly what we need. Now look at this Alice. We could be in trouble right now. With the finesse bracer, she's going to get a ton of damage. She's going to attack twice. She's going to get a lot of consumables off. We could be in trouble. Now Sun Wukong does take out one of the items, building up our charge. We lose 2 items, which is going to scale up our Sun Wukong just a little bit more, although we did lose our weapon instantly. We do hit her Alice. We get the shield off, but she's going to multi-attack right now. It's going to be a bit of a problem for us. We don't have the best survivability right now. Although she put herself asleep because of her ability. Sun Wukong does take a lot of damage though. And we do lose the weapon due to poison. And Sun Wukong does take out another item, building up her charge. But since it was asleep, yeah, we're going to end up losing. I mean, finesse bracers was just crazy. Now we can make battle start effects trigger twice. When an armor is destroyed, give +3 power. Shop start, give you +3 coins. Or after 6 turns, gain 20 power. I'm going to take battle start effects trigger twice. That's going to give us more HP. It's not going to give us more damage, but we can look for finesse bracers, which is going to be incredibly powerful for us. Definitely so. Now, first of all, I'm going to take this cannon. This cannon is going to be too good not to take. Especially given it that HP. We want to put in our amulets. And we want our Deathbloom Cannon to take that little bit of chippy damage. It does mean you can't really have our Haunted Harpoon in, which is really not ideal. We can also upgrade you to give us a ton more power, which I'm down for. But we do got to move on once again. So we do need our Haunted Harpoon near this HP. We can trigger it again, so our Deathbloom Cannon can get that extra bit of HP. We do destroy all their weapons, or take a lot of damage. It's going to trigger a lot of breaking consumables for Alice. It also triggers our consumables. We do attack again though, taking out at least 1 item, which is going to be nice. Now sometimes there could be spillover damage with the amulet, healing damage to our Deathbloom Cannon, which is kind of what we want. We don't have any more taunt though, so we're kind of at the mercy of what you're going to hit. Now running no taunt is really risky, but we got lots of HP on Sun Wukong. Take some damage. There goes your cannon. That should be a big old explosion, taking out Alice. Not too bad. Now we did say we wanted to upgrade this, which I'm going to be doing. We can upgrade our weapon as well, which I also want to be doing. And this is going to, whenever it uses a charge, gain some shields. I'm going to sell it. Do we sell our Haunted Harpoon? I'm going to sell it because I do want to grab this. Now that was a fully upgraded Haunted Harpoon, which was madness. But I'm also going to buy these 2 slots. I'm going to place you in. And instead of actually crafting up our amulets, I'm going to keep this as a separate amulet. Just because it can deal that extra damage to this. Now I will be gladly taking this Pilgrim's Plum Cap, because I can scale up a lot of HP on our Deathbloom's Cannon. We can also give Invincible when we destroy a tactile, which we can use under Sun Wukong. We're probably going to take another Deathbloom Cannon. And let's go to grab our Scroll Scholar. Now the problem is, we can't upgrade this without a merge card, which we didn't get offered one at all. Now we could also have our 2 scrolls in here, so we can scale up our damage just a little bit more. We probably want to put this one down below. And we can get tons of scaling damage this way maybe. Let's go ahead and grab you though, and let's place this in, making sure our Deathbloom Cannon can be taken out really easily. Now can we take out this Alice? I'm worried about sleep. Sleep is one way you do get countered, by putting this to sleep will not trigger its effect when it is destroyed. That's a little bit worrisome. Sun Wukong does destroy it, but does get put to sleep, so we don't get our ability, which is not great either. We're building up our charges, which is really awesome. We might take some spillover damage right now, but that's not going to be the end of the world. Our cannon is going to be taken out though. Exploding, doing lots of chippy damage, take out 3 of their weapons, which is really darn powerful. This Alice is going to have a lot of skilling damage, and there's going to be lots of taunt. We have crazy damage right now. Definitely so. But there's still a lot of taunt to get through. And our Sun Wukong is put to sleep again. Now if Alice hits her Sun Wukong, we're just gonna lose. It does hit her weapon. And because of the taunts and the sleep, we're gonna lose. Bring this down to 1 HP. Sleep is really tough for us. Definitely so. We might make a big pivot now. How much you sell for 5? We're gonna take this. We're going to make a big pivot. We're also going to apply this, and we're going to fully upgrade the Sentinel's Amulet. As much as I didn't want to do it, we're going to do it. Costs us a lot of golds. We got another Mortality Peach. I did want to sell this. We're going to sell our Snack Attack. We're also going to sell you, and we're going to be taking this Monkey's Fur, because this will give Chain Attack to our Sun Wukong. Since this battle start effect, it's going to double, so you're going to attack 2 extra times. We're also going to sell you, and we're going to apply this in here too. We can have you down below, take a little bit of extra damage, and we're going to have to move on with this. We better hope our Sun Wukong can take out some taunt items. Now again, this sleep is really, really scary. Our Sun Wukong's going to have a lot of life, that's for sure. And every time we do take a little bit of damage, we should be able to scale up our life with this Pilgrim's Plum Camp. Now we do hate our Deathbloom Cannon, but we're scaling up our life, and this Deathbloom Cannon is going to go nuts potentially, hopefully. We'll see. So every tiny bit of damage is going to be really, really powerful for us. Our Sun Wukong is asleep though. That's going to maybe do some spillover damage. Actually didn't. But they also got that Battle Buddy, which is constantly taking that damage. Attacks quite a bit too. Deathbloom Cannon almost been taken out. I think once it is going to be taken out though, it's going to do some big old damage. We got crazy damage built up. Sun Wukong does take a little bit of damage, is finally awake, but they hit the Deathbloom Cannon. And explosions. Everything is murder-faced. Hell yeah. Now we're finally going to sell this. We're going to take another Deathbloom Cannon. What we're going to do is we're going to buy this slot, and we're going to place this one down below. We're also going to buy this too. Now we got a bunch of items that can take a bunch of damage. We can keep building up our HP on our Deathbloom Cannon. We're also going to sell this charge then, and we're going to apply this in also. We're going to sell our Ring of Power, so we can buy the slot here, we can place that in. But the problem is I don't want you to attack up top, so we might actually leave you out somewhere like so. And I do think we got to move on with this. Actually, let's reroll once. See if we get any other items that we do once. Probably not. So now we're going to be building up HP on other Deathbloom Cannons, which is going to be really, really freaking awesome. Because if it takes a little bit of chippy damage, any tiny bit of spikes is going to be incredibly powerful for us. And we're scaling up our damage when an item is destroyed also. Now, the problem is sleep is going to be extremely powerful against this. Because again, if they're asleep, they don't get destroyed. They don't use their effect. We're building up our charge, which is going to be incredibly awesome for us too. We're scaling up our HP. And it would be nice to give taunt to this Peach. Now I just added in the Shiv, so it's going to be another item that can take a little bit of damage, so we can get a few hits off. That's literally all it is for. And look how much damage our Sun Wukong has. Building up that damage is incredibly awesome for us. We've got lots of HP. And this item I think is going to be extremely overpowered. If we can level this up, that's going to be huge for us. Definitely so, just because our cannons are surviving for so long. We did activate our Sun Wukong's effects. Building up our charges, you're going to attack again. They do have a lot of invincibility with this item. Keeping around for such a long time. We hit every single weapon. Give them a ton of damage. And holy moly, that's incredible. But one big explosion, everything's gone. We almost destroyed the whole board. But hey, we do have to do one little tiny hit off to finish it off. And hey, we might as well destroy the last item as well. Not too bad. And we got another Sentinel's Amulet, which I'm going to be taking. We could also take the Jason tile as halved, give all other tiles +2 health. I don't think I want that. Now this could be insane. When Jason consumable is triggered, give a +1 use. We don't really have consumables, but if you had revives, we could keep reviving our Deathbloom Cannon. Can we even place this in? Hell yeah, we can. I'm going to hold on to it. It does cost quite a bit, another amulet. I'd like to take it and place it in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to place it up top. I'm going to keep rerolling though, because we definitely want to find ourselves an insane consumable. Talking about this one, and we got our Plume Cap. Hell yeah. What this is going to do is, it's going to revive our Deathbloom Cannon over and over again, to explode over and over again. But we do need to give our Deathbloom Cannon some sort of freaking taunt. Now this is going to be insane because, actually, I thought it was going to be more insane. I thought it was going to give more chain attacks. It's just going to be one chain attack, but it will apply to multiple weapons. So they could have had chain attacks on every single one of their weapons. They got the Sealing Hairpin, which I'd love to grab too, because then we can apply taunt to our Deathbloom Cannon so we can take that damage. but we do lose one of our charges. Not ideal. We're building up our HP again though. And it's not looking too bad. Sun Wukong should be able to get their ability charging us up. And it's kind of looking insane. We attack again, which is even better for us. We do hit our Deathbloom Cannon, which we're going to take a lot of damage. It's going to explode one of ours, which will in turn explode some of their items. Now the Deathbloom Cannon has come back to life. They got a ton of HP, which is exactly what we're going to be doing. That's for sure. But we do need Sun Wukong to survive the next explosion. That's going to be a bit of a problem for us. Our Sun Wukong has 120 DPS though. And our Deathbloom Cannon is on 3 HP. Could explode though. Blows up everything. They do blow up their cannon. And now it's Sun Wukong versus Sun Wukong. That's a big old smack. And another big old smack. We're just charging up our Sun Wukong insane amounts. 200 damage. Incredible. And we got our 3 win streaks. Now, if we don't upgrade this, can we just give our Sun Wukong an extra chain attack? That's something I'm planning on doing. Let's go ahead and upgrade this though. I want to get 6 HP per damage. We got another freaking thing, but we can't place into at the same time. So we're just going to apply this in here for now too. That's another Deathbloom Cannon. Can we fit in 3? I don't know if we really can. We probably could. Let's go ahead and upgrade one though. Let's go ahead and upgrade one to give that a little bit of extra HP at the very beginning. Okay, that's kind of nuts. I was hoping that we could sell something. We're probably going to need to sell our peach. And this omelet to go ahead and take these pills. But hell yeah, I do want to grab this too. The charge would be nice to add in, but I also kind of want to just add in our Pilgrim's Plume. You know what we could actually do? Slightly move this over. Buy this one slot. Place you in 2, and then we need to sell one more peach, which is not ideal. Since they are battle start effects to give us a ton of HP, but I gotta sell one. We can buy the slot, and then we can place you in it like so. So once these do take a lot of damage, it's going to be kind of nice for us actually. The only problem is we don't get the skilling damage on this Deathbloom Cannon. But let's rock on again. So now our Deathbloom Cannon is going to have insane heals, as long as they don't get one shot off the rip. But it's going to have that revive too. At least one of them. But hey, that sleep again is going to be super problematic. Our Sun Wukong does hit it, gets put to sleep though, so it's not as bad. That one is really bad because if we lose our Deathbloom Cannon right now, it's not going to do its explosion. So spill over damage, but again we're scaling up our HP like insane amounts. They hit us for 16, but we got 9 back. Everything's awake again. And we should be in a pretty good spot from here. This Alice is going to be scaling up a lot of HP, and thank God it's not going to be that sleep though. That sleep would be really darn well for us. Our ship comes back to life. Sun Wukong does get hit though. This is the problem. We do need taunts on our Deathbloom Cannon because we can get one shot from our Sun Wukong. You take our 2 items, which should trigger Sun Wukong, giving us a ton of damage. And yeah, we're slowly getting through all their taunts. We have a lot of freaking taunts. They do have a lot of damage though. I'm hoping that they hit one of our cannons. Our cannon is scaling up a lot of HP though. And if our Sun Wukong is hit again, we could be in trouble. We kind of need our freaking cannons to explode. That's for sure, because they're gonna explode and do insane amounts. Our Sun Wukong has crazy damage as well. We do take out our third final weapon. What am I talking about? We also have that Shiv, which is taking a lot of damage too. We hit the cannon, one big explosion. Alice does survive with invincibility. Our Shiv comes back again. This Shiv is never disappearing. But hey, we do take out our Alice. Now this build is actually looking kind of nuts. And why not take that out for a good measure? And that item too. Any more? Probably not. But hey, only one more win. Only one more win to go. And we can fully upgrade our Plum's Cap, which we're going to be doing for sure. Because it goes from 6 HP to 12 HP. Now we could actually go for the triple Deathbloom Cannon, which I kind of want to try out. Now we also want to see if I take this item, right? We got to sell our ship because we're not going to be able to place it in. You're going to have 2 chain attacks. If I place this in like normal, which I can't do because it is unique, what the hell am I talking about? We can only upgrade it to get that extra chain attack on an extra weapon. So it makes a lot of sense because otherwise it would be extremely broken and we just have our Sun Wukong destroying everything, scaling up our Skull of Wisdoms. Yeah, that'd be kind of nuts. So do we want to sell it? Go ahead and grab ourselves another Phoenix pills. because we could be reviving this too. We still didn't get our taunt. I think I gotta reroll to see if we can get our taunt and immediately get our taunt. I gotta sell this, and I gotta sell this upgrade to go ahead and grab this, because I definitely want to apply taunt to our Deathbloom Cannon if possible. The only problem is losing it at the very beginning, but that's why we do have a revive pill, which we're going to need to place up top, because otherwise we're going to revive our hairpin, which we do not want. So we just want our Deathbloom Cannon to come back. We're going to buy this slot, and we're going to place this one in, and this could be kind of nuts. We're going to see though. Is this full health stack in Sun Wukong type build going to work? Because we do put taunts on our Deathbloom Cannon with our hairpin once this is destroyed, so it's going to be kind of nice, but we kind of want it to happen later on. That's for sure. We get some HP though. Every damage we're going to take is 12 HP. Our Sun Wukong attacks multiple times, building up our charges. If you take out your hairpin, they got lots of shield though, so we got to take out our shields before our Deathbloom Cannon does explode. And they're going to be scaling up a lot of HP and a lot of damage on our Sun Wukong. But we got taunt on our right weapon right now, which is going to be incredible. We scale up our damage on Sun Wukong, which is going to be really nice. You do come back to life though. You do take out our extra taunts. And this item right here could stun our item, which could be problematic because it will make us attack our own weapon potentially. It's not what we want. They still have all their shields, but once they hit one of our weapons, they're going to lose shields thanks to our reflect. This is going to be nice. Now you're going to explode. What does this say? Sun Wukong does survive with invincibility, and the other weapon did survive, but it does come back to life. Does it still have the taunt? No, it definitely does not. Not ideal either. You're going to be stunned, Sun Wukong, and if you attack one of our cannons, that's actually going to be good for us. Sun Wukong is still surviving though. But if they do take out one of our cannons, it's going to be over. And our Sun Wukong has just scaled up insane amounts, surviving for everything. And hell yeah, is that game over? Hell yeah, it is. Not too bad. Definitely not too bad. The Deathbloom Cannon type build looking kind of nuts. And we didn't even explode much of them. But yeah, this item right here is going to be extremely powerful. Given 12 HP to every item around it is nuts. This game is a ton of fun. I do enjoy quite a bit. There's some creative builds for sure, especially life stacking Deathbloom Cannons. I do love this weapon quite a bit. This is the second time we're using it, but it's incredibly awesome. That's for sure. We did manage to win out, and I'm going to leave it here for now. Just want to say thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, or even subscribe it. And I hope to keep you looking for the next one. I'll see you next time.
Damn, what a hell of a view. I feel good, you look great. I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date. You're so